Okay. Hello. So I'm guessing you guys are seeing my screen, which is the main slides and not cameras from judges and participants and all that stuff. Also, welcome to the showcase time. Welcome to another. This is our, I will say, first education hackathon, third virtual hackathon that we have ever done, at least from the Autodesk Platform Services side. Well, maybe second Autodesk Platform Services, because the first one we will still known as Autodesk Forge. I still have some old swag there that that I can like reuse for events and all that stuff. But yeah, so I want to say welcome to everybody to the showcase that took place during this past weekend. So the last weekend of September, this month flew by. We're rolling into October, so October 1st. Funny enough, in Guatemala today, it's like Kids Day or something like that. I don't know if there's any other holiday in the world that in October 1st they celebrate kids. But not to call the attendees kids, because you guys are not. You're grown adults doing university and so on. So yeah, but in the same way, we kind of wanted to keep it a bit fun with the engagement of the hackathon. So on Friday, we did a pitch day using GatherTown. So GatherTown basically gave us the opportunity to do just a different way of interact with each other. So a different way to get to know each other, to ask questions, to also hear the pitches from the teams that they were going to be working on during the weekend. Sorry. And yeah, it's a great space. I want to thank also my team in order to help me out with the setup of GatherTown, especially Ashwar. The place looked beautiful, so thank you for that. We had like different stations, different lobbies. I did see a couple of people even playing with a piano at some point, and then also some other ones playing like Texas Hold'em and so on. So it was like it's an entertaining space, and I'm personally I'm a big fan of like GatherTown. So some quick stats for you guys. So it was a 1 weekend. We had 4 challenges, 250 signups, 20 plus engineers from our end helping out, in combination also with certified partners, which I have a special thank you for you guys later on. So in that, moving forward takes us to the challenges. So on the challenges, we had to do some readjustment in there. So we went with the Rise of the Machines, the Byte Back. This is a challenge that was focused on the use of AI in your project. Then we have Hack the Planet, a sustainability challenge. I think the name sets it basically. It's a sustainability challenge. So applications that look over that. Then we have the Ctrl+Alt+Delete dungeon challenge. So this was a gaming challenge, a very popular challenge. Funny enough, at some point we were thinking like, should we actually do another gaming challenge? And I was like, yes, it's always fun. People get very engaged with the use of this gaming challenge, so definitely. And last but not least, we got the best of the best, right? So one of the applications that just wowed the judges, that has like out of the box thinking when it comes to the use of this, and then just a little like cherry on the top, from what we were expecting of the demo. We saw the demo, we loved the demo, and then we have like just a little bit add-on towards the end and so on, which is pretty cool. So when it came to the judging criteria, so it was being judged based on innovation, elegance, business problem solving, progress made during the weekend, depth of use, and the wow factor. And what are these winners getting? So we're going to be giving away some swag and some gift cards for you guys to spend wisely. I'll say towards books or something like that. Not the case. You can get headphones if you want. it's your money. You can do whatever you want with it, but it's a way for us to say thank you. You can rock the swag as well. Those water bottles are actually quite nice. I don't have that model. I have a previous model, but it's a cool one. And also you're gonna get the most important thing, which is basically bragging rights. So you can go into your socials and then just do some bragging about basically being one of the winners for the hackathon that you attended during the weekend on a virtual manner with the Design and Make EduHack from Autodesk. Okay, so let's get started. So to talk about the project that was selected for Hack the Planet, a sustainability challenge, I have my dear friend Jacqueline Rohrman. If you don't know Jacqueline, I will encourage you to look up in YouTube the BIM girl. You're gonna definitely learn quite a lot. I have learned quite a lot from her, to be honest. Like I am not a big like Dynamo user, but just the way that things can get simplified to the level that she can teach you how to use these technologies, it's quite impressive. And I just want to say thank you for joining us this weekend and with the help on this. So before we move forward into the winner, Jacqueline, any words that you want to say?
Well, first, I want to say thank you for the kind introduction. That was really nice. But yeah, I mean, this challenge, when we were judging it, we were looking at one like the use case, right? That it has like a clear sustainability application, but then also what were you able to implement during the weekend? And yeah, so it was interesting to look at your submissions.
All
Thank you
right.
so much for everyone who participated.
Some cool. So I don't have a drum roll, but let's make a drum roll in your head. And with that, so the winner of the Hack the Planet a Sustainability Challenge goes to Team No Cash.
No cash.
Woo! So
Congratulations.
we're gonna
Yeah,
go ahead and watch the demo
we
now.
sure.
All right. Hopefully you guys can hear this.
Everyone. So I wanted to give a quick demo on our project for this hackathon called EcoSim. We use the data visualization API and the model derivative application management APIs to kind of help us come up with a way to track energy that is being used at someone's house. So our ideal use case for this is like maybe your family or you live in an apartment or somewhere wherever you live. This provides a way for you to look at your own personal house space and kind of see which areas of the house are causing the most energy use, and maybe it'll give you some way that you can help mitigate that use of energy. Maybe you'll notice that, hey, my living room has too many things plugged in, like I can save this overnight, I don't constantly need this plugged in. um, or anything like that. It'll just give users a good clear idea of what energy they're using, and how they can kind of mitigate that. The way we kind of wanted to incentivize this app being used is we wanted to provide the equivalent monetary values that they were using. So if people see that they're wasting this much money or losing this much money unnecessarily per month, then it'll incentivize them to be more energy effective, which will, in the end, improve the health of our overall planet. That was the goal. So you're welcome to this dashboard right here. You get a quick little view of how much, the daily report of how much energy you're using. This can go anywhere from low, moderate, high, to extreme, to kind of just keep you on your toes about the energy. We wanted to give you a model of the house as well, so we used the visualization API to kind of map out any hotspots. So if you see like a red room that is red or green or whatnot, if the room is red, then you're gonna look at the API. You're gonna be like, okay, this room might be using too much energy. Is there anything I can do to kind of slow down the energy intake in that specific room? So this is just a way to kind of visualize your own house, your own apartment in a way. Moving on to our energy report. For those who like numbers, we also have a way they can all look at numbers for each room. You can kind of see how much energy and cost is being expended, and it'll just give you a way to see numerically how much you're saving, how much you're using, whatever you're doing. And if you're saving money, this will say monthly savings, which means you're on a good track. And then finally, to end it off, we have a simple user profile where the user can add some room, delete a room, change their profile around, edit the house settings, whatever they kind of want to do, view some extended history as well. And yeah, that was pretty much the entirety of our app as of right now. Hopefully this was a good way to sustain the planet. It was really fun working on this. Thank you for listening. Bye.
Awesome. So thank you again for participating, Team No Cash from Devika Sharma and Tanjir Sharma, both students, one of them at UC Berkeley, the other one at UC Davis. So congrats on that. We will be reaching out to you guys, and I see Devika, she's on the call. So congrats again. Thank you for participating.
Congratulations.
Okay, so I know, Jacqueline, you might have to leave soon, so feel free whenever to drop off. And thank you again for helping us out.
Yeah, well, thank you, and congrats again to the two students. We really liked also the user interface, like the design that you chose and how you pulled it all together with different data sources over the weekend. Thank you for participating, and thanks, and have a great rest of this celebration round. Okay, bye.
Thank you again. All right, so moving to our next challenge. Rise of the Machines, Byte. And for this challenge, our dear friend Pablo Goncharov from Lagarsoft is going to be walking us through. And a few words about Pablo. I met Pablo, what was it, like a few years ago? Group of amazing developers out of Uruguay. It's still definitely a place that I want to come and visit. I'm looking forward for some mutton and some steak over there. And Pablo is one of the co-founders of Lagarsoft, who is an APS certified partner. If you're going to be at AU, definitely make sure you stop by the developer zone, where we're going to have companies like Lagarsoft, One Circle, I think so, and some other ones there. So make sure you come by.
Thank you, Jaime. So, well, this category was a hot one because there were very awesome submissions. I don't know if you want to present the demo first, how we do this, but indeed the progress during the weekend was amazing.
Okay, so with that, let me show you guys the winner of Rise of the Machines Buyback. And the winner is Generative APS, Alan Morales, Data Science at the Facultad Descomplica. So congrats on this, and let me go ahead and play the demo for Pablo to give you some words after.
Yeah.
Let's go to the demo. So basically, in the past, we did a Telegram bot that was able, through some options that it gave to the user, obtain all the issues that users had on their projects within ACC. So the user would go there, send some messages, and get all the information that he needs to work on from the issues that they have on ACC. So that was the previous bot. So and it wasn't natural sounding because we need to go through all those options, all those informations in there. Okay, so choose your project, choose this and that. So okay, so this is the issues that you're trying to get in there. And now using an underlying layer of generative AI, in this case Gemini, Google Gemini's model, we can send all the users prompts that we have in here instead of using those commands and everything from Telegram. We send all the prompt from the user directly to Gemini. Gemini is going to understand which action the user is trying to do that is available in the bot so far. So for example, getting the projects or even getting a file from a project. And with that, it goes once again through the prompts, understand a little bit more of, okay, which is the project that this user is trying to get this information from? What is the name of the file and everything? So we have expanded capabilities to understand a little bit more the prompt that the user is using. So we can extract more information more easily using Gemini, using Gen AI in the background in there. And with that, we can understand more of the prompt and everything. It's not the best way in terms of cost-wise or anything like that to work with, because using Gen AI is not the best option. We could be using natural language processing models in there to just process all the information we have. We could train those within that specific environment to make it more make more clear understanding and be more cost effective. Okay. And in that case, we were in web Telegram. Now we're on the app on an iPhone. It also works on Android as well, so it's compatible with everything. So here I can ask for example, a floor plan PDF from a specific project. What the bot is doing is Gemini understood what was the request, extracted more information. For example, what is the file name, what is the project name within that user's context, and okay, so this is the file that the user is trying to get.
Well, as you saw, the progress and the level of polish of the final result is incredible. They started working from an already working Telegram bot, but the progress towards the comfort of your interaction with that bot by now using Google's Gemini and being able to use a more natural language, natural sounding language, and instead of input some strict commands and get as a result a very simple listing of the results, just having a more human conversation with that. Well, this is a showcase of what is coming, and also this new approach on our interaction with computers. So I really feel that I want to try that bot and see how it actually works. That is awesome. So it's a good feeling, and congratulations to Alan Moraes for that deserved prize.
Awesome. Yeah, I agree with Pablo. So, Alan, this is a bit of pressure for you that we want to try the bot at some point. So you definitely need to start thinking about bringing this into an environment where people can start using it and benefiting from it too, right? So this is the outcome whenever you participate in hackathons, that like good ideas like this can become like products in the future. And definitely I'll encourage you to keep looking into it. Okay. So once again, if you guys can, with some reactions on the chat, to say congratulations to Alan Moraes for the Rise of the Machines Byte challenge. So, woo! All right. So next up, we have the Ctrl+Alt+Delete Dungeon Challenge. And for this, I have our dear friend Nen Kumar, which is also part of another certified partner, which is going to be CC Tech. They've been working with us for, I guess, from the beginning. Like this is a company that not only has like amazing technology, but also the people that we interact with are like all incredible. So thank you again, Nem, for helping us out with the hackathon. I'm very excited and looking forward to seeing you guys at AU this year. You guys I know you have a booth, and I know you didn't get classes, but like I said, don't take it personally. Some of those of mine also were not, were not approved. It's the AU grading, it's been getting like a lot tougher, but maybe there is always next year. So definitely we gotta keep pushing for that. So with that, then I'm gonna give you a chance to do some wordings, and then we're gonna move forward to show the winner of the challenge.
Thank you, Ami. I think really appreciate the introduction. Thanks a lot. So I also appreciate that in this hackathon, the idea of bringing a gaming challenge is really good because, and that too, we are inviting education space to contribute and, learn and do something innovative. So, it's like mixed. So I know people who have joined, there'll be 120% people I think will be playing games. So, definitely it makes a lot of sense. We got a lot of good submissions and very interesting ones, very creative. And, one of the challenges I feel when I used to participate, in this was, or my team was, it's like combining games and probably engineering or science or the platform, the APS, that is very challenging, and coming up with some idea where, you could create all of this and combine all of this is really good. And we got very good submissions, and it was challenging for us to find the best one. But every submission had very good completion, and we all judges wanted to play with all the games. So yeah, so people who would not receive the award, I think, believe me, they're really good.
Okay, so with that, no more waiting for getting to know who's the winner of the dungeon challenge, and mental drum roll. And the winner is Assembly Alchemist. So Ankar and Shailendra from the Pilani campus. So congrats again with the winning of this challenge. And we're gonna go ahead and watch your demo submission.
Hello everyone. We are team Assembly Alchemist, and my name is Shailendra Kumar Gupta, and I'm pursuing EC at BITS Pilani, and my teammate Omkar Deshmukh pursuing Mechanical Engineering at BITS Pilani, and we are participating in the CTRL plus Alt plus Delete Dungeon Challenge as a team of two. And basically, we have made a game which mimics an assembly line production environment, and the user tries to manage the resources and time allocated to him accordingly to reach the maximum possible efficiency in the production. The game mechanics are as follows. The game starts with $50 cash in hand, and the user gets n orders where n is a random number. There are three processes involved in the production process. First is hammering, second is quenching, and third is painting and polishing. As we start the game, we see there are $50 cash in hand and 6 orders are being generated. First of all, we start the game. Then the $15 and the cost of raw input is $15, and cost of performing each operation to produce the desired product is $5. As soon as the timer starts, $15 for the raw input and $5, that is total of $20 is being deducted instantaneously. Then we continue on the hammering process. As soon as the hammering process ends, we start the quenching process, and $5 are being deducted for it as well. Then as the quenching process ends, we start with the painting process, and $5 are being deducted for it as well. So we finish and deploy the product, and we get certain profit. That is, we started with $50 and we ended at $100. So there is a profit of $50. So let me tell you that the amount of progress indicates the quality of a good being produced. At the end, based on precision of each process, a certain amount of money is being awarded, and if you do well, then you can complete the orders on time. maximum value of selling a product is $100. So we can see here the profit was $50. If a user rushes in the production process without filling the progress bars sufficiently, then he will not be awarded enough money to stay in profit and continue in the production process. Ultimately, if the user continues this, he ends up with no money at the end and the game is over. So let me show you that process. He rushes on the process, and at the end he is left with $20 to start the next product. He hammers, and when he continues, he loses the game. So here is the catch of the game. If each product requires 16 seconds to be crafted perfectly and there are n orders, then the total time allotted to you is significantly less than 16 times n, which basically means you cannot craft each product with 100% efficiency. So it's the user's job to identify the sweet spot for each process, which provides him the maximum output with least compromise in the quality of the product manufactured, so that the user could complete the number of orders assigned to him or her. This replicates the real world scenario wherein we know that any production process is not 100% efficient. Now it's the supervisor's job to allocate the resources and time efficiently for maximum production output as well as efficiency. So this was Team Assembly Alchemist. Thank you everyone.
All right. So once again, thank you, Team Assembly Alchemist, for the submission, and congratulations on winning the dungeon challenge. So I'm gonna ask the audience to give us some love for Team Assembly Alchemist. So, all right. Let's move into the next category, which is best of the best. And for best of the best, I'm gonna ask our dear friend Adam Chernick, if you're still around. Yes, you are.
Yes,
So, so Adam, oh my God, I know Adam before he was part of AWS. What was the name of the company? I completely
Shop Architects.
Shop Architect. Yes. So we had Shop Architect at an accelerator in Boston. I want to say 2017, 18, somewhere around there, right?
Yep.
So we know Adam for quite a while now, and now he's working with some cool technology at AWS that I will invite you guys to find him. Find him on LinkedIn. Check out some of the demos that he's been playing around with. If you are into Gen AI, 3D modeling, augmented reality applications, Adam is your guy. So I'm very happy to also know that Adam, it's in New York, so we do tend to see each other from time to time. And I just want to say thank you again. Thank you for helping us out with this. You've been always so excited about this kind of event, so I appreciate your enthusiasm with this kind of events itself. All right.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.
Okay, so how do you want to do this? You want to talk a little bit about what's happening, or do we want to go into giving the winner announcement?
How about, do you want to do the winner announcement, and then I can do a little spiel on why we thought that this was the best one?
Do you want me to play the demo, or before playing the demo, you want to do the spiel?
Let's play the demo.
All right, cool. So with that, for 2024, Design and Make EduHack, our winner of this year hackathon is Mr. Maicon Freitas from PUC Minas, doing a master's on digital games. So congrats, Maicon. Give Maicon some love on the chat, and we're gonna get started with his demo. Hopefully you guys can hear.
Hi everybody, my name is Byte. I'm a digital games student at PUC Minas. My challenge in this hackathon is Rise of Machines, Byte Back. And I will present you my project that it's called APS GPT, that consists of integrating the viewer API with ChatGPT API, allowing the user to use natural language to manipulate the model and query information. So here is my app. It's a chatbot that I can say, hi. I can ask it to count the windows, for example, to get some quantities from the model. I can also, besides only getting quantities, I can interact with the model. I can ask it to select the windows for me. I can ask it to isolate the windows, to zoom, so natural. I can also ask it, for example, to isolate, and all windows and color, all different type marks. Their values. So here I can see that there are two different type mark values. So one is 33, that is the same as this one, and the other one is 46, that it's the same for all of these. So it's good for checking the model visually using natural language. So also I can ask for like what's the total floor area. Calculates me the values. Also, I can ask to export a CSV of doors and windows with, for example, type name, type mark, what else? Quantities, and dimensions. I have my CSV with all of information, quantities, dimensions. Can use it to extract information. Also, I could use this for play chess, for example. So I can ask it, move the selected element 3 units for yeah, maybe you can use it also to play chess with a friend using the viewer API. It's not my challenge, but since I'm a digital games student, I did something. But Anyway, so using natural language to help the user manipulate the model or extract information is the next natural step in the evolution of AEC industry. So imagine that you create a project, you have to create a project, and you would only know, you need only to know how to write and how to speak, so you can specify what you want to your virtual assistant. So soon you will probably no longer need to specialize in any specific software for doing your projects. You will just need to improve your speaking skills and explain in detail what you need to be done, perhaps adding a few manual touches. So this is the future, and we are already working on it. So that's it. Thank you, guys.
Right, Adam, take it away.
Yeah. Congratulations, Macon. A really, really amazing solution here. So some of the judging criteria that we want to go over here include innovation, elegance, business problem solved, progress made during the weekend, the depth of use of the Autodesk APS APIs, and wow factor. And so we really thought that this hit all of the criteria. Right, this deep integration, leveraging large language models to increase and improve the user experience for folks looking at digital twins, reviewing their three-dimensional models. This just really opens up a ton of possibilities in the industry, and it's really exciting to see. It was very innovative. It was very creative, pushing the possibilities at the intersection between building information models and large language models. We loved the insights, that you can really think about where you could take this in the future. The elegance, right? Improving again, it's very simple. It's very intuitive. It's a simple interaction mode, which everybody already knows and loves, of just chatting with a bot or chatting with a friend. A real business problem solved, right? It does solve a business need. Navigating and analyzing BIM models is difficult. You need skills to be able to do that. Learning those skills can take a lot of time. Being able to navigate and interact with and analyze building information models with natural language without needing to learn a bunch of additional skill sets has a tremendous amount of business value and has the potential to democratize access and sort of utilization of these BIM assets to larger groups within organizations. And so there's a ton of potential here across the board. Progress made during the weekend, huge amount of progress made. The integrations, the wrapping of the API calls that you would have needed to do inevitably to get this done. It's a substantial amount of work. And then the depth of the API use and sort of the depth and robustness of the integration, it's really there. Not only were you moving a toilet on a chessboard, but you were also isolating objects, analyzing objects, counting objects, moving objects, zooming the camera control, right? Analysis, floor area, as well as sort of exporting your CSV document for additional use downstream in other applications or other analysis tools locally, accessing BIM family types, things like that. So you really had a robust integration of this solution into the Autodesk APIs. And then wow factor, right? It's really exciting to see this. It was definitely jaw-dropping for all of us. And I think a lot of the world is going to be exciting to see more and more folks pushing at this intersection between BIM models and large language models. And so really, really well done, and congratulations.
I agree. I see, I know nobody's expecting to have a chest with toilets, but to me, it's just like I start thinking, and then I'm gonna put this maybe up to you guys on the marketing team. We should definitely partner up with Micon for future AU events or something like that. I can visualize this already being part of like a developer zone and so on, to just kind of like give this kind of experience to all our construction geeks and so on, to just get a little bit of time to play with something that they kind of like deal day to day, right? So again, Maicon, amazing. I know you from like past events and all that, so I know your knowledge when it comes to the use of the platform, it's advanced, but this is like something that it definitely went beyond during the weekend. I see Peter already like recruiting you for his for his class during AU. Definitely you should talk, and again, congratulations to that. So help me out on the chat with some reactions as well, to give some love to the winner of the best AEC coder. All right. Okay, so now I know we have finished with the challenges, but I actually going to take the time to highlight also some honorable mentions that we had during the hackathon. I know we would love to give everybody everything, like we're Oprah, right? You get a prize, and so on. But it's more about we want to highlight also the effort that you guys did during the weekend itself, and some of the applications that kind of like stand out the most, aside from the parts of the winners of the challenge. And I kind of want to get started with Team TechMake. So Swatik, it's actually, if you notice something here, he is 18, so don't worry, he can participate. As I made sure of that. But he's at a higher secondary student level, and worked on his own during the weekend to put together Busy Labs collision game. It's a very interactive and entertaining game, but I'm gonna actually shut up for once and then let Swati take us through the demo.
Hello guys, so today we are going to make Busy Labs game, or running labs, whatever you call it. It is a 3-Node.js game as per the code challenge. So let's get started. So here we can see our game. So here we have to go in loops without getting an accident. Here one loop. As we get the many loops, the cars becomes very faster, as well as it spawns many more cars. Here, so yeah, and we need to score as much as high as possible. It's a pretty challenging game, I think, for me. So yeah, that's much it. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you have learned something. Thank you.
All right, thanks again, Tiki. So we'll reach out to you to get some swag your way, so you can rock it as well as the rest of the participants. All right, so next one also, another honorable mention for Devashi. As this video doesn't have audio, so I'm gonna hit play and I'm gonna explain a bit of what's happening. So Devashi from Team Solo One basically worked on quite an interesting approach in order to solve the reduction of waste that like food basically causes. He created an AI-enabled food pantry. So the smart pantry itself, it's designed to empower individuals to manage and improve their health through data-driven insights of their pantry. So let's say you have the chance to later on, let's say you have only a few ingredients that are available within your fridge. It will start giving you advice into what could you use those ingredients for in order to make like some tasty meals and so on. So it provides users with a comprehensive platform to log their daily food intake, track physical health parameters, generate personalized health reports. And the project basically utilizes structured data storage, efficient processing, and analysis to present actionable health insights to users on sustainable food consumption and a wise utilization of the resources. If we kind of like start thinking a little bit more in advance into how this could affect, let's say, an industry in the future. So we know that food waste itself is one of those things that affect the world in general, like climate change and so on. So there is definitely something here that could help benefit people that are able to just create like this kind of tasty meals without the need of actually wasting a lot of like material for it and so on. So you can add like items to the pantry, let's say potatoes. I think the other one was coconut that I missed, or I think that one is coming next. I've seen this demo a couple of times. Yes, so the next one is, so let's say coconut. We have so one piece. And then you can able to generate the menu. So this entire application was developed through the weekend. It has a live link, so now you guys can also like test it out. And then yeah, it starts creating like some coconut yogurt parfait, some chicken and potato curry, potato and vegetables, frittata omelette. That reminds me I haven't had breakfast, so that sounds all very tasty. And yeah, so I want to say again, thank you, Devashish, for participating during this weekend. It was great to see the result of hard work being done through the weekend itself. And at the moment, he's a computer science engineer at the Manipal Institute of Technology. And I hope he is around. I think I did see your name. Oh yeah, you are. Awesome. Right. So honorable mention to you on this great project. We will be reaching out in order to let you know what you want, and then probably like some swag and some other stuff in there. Okay. So thank you. All right. So moving forward, oh, sorry, still have a couple minutes. So you can upload also a picture with some nutritional facts. So it will give you what you should consume and not consume on it. Okay. So moving forward, the other team that gets an honorable mention, it is Team Navarit. So Team Navarit, it's out of sunny California, so Stanford University, which created an interactive game that simulates robot behavior in a 3D space. So providing an engaging and educational experience for users to experiment with robotics through a web-based platform. So let me go ahead and play the demo for you guys and let the team explain you what's happening here.
Hi, we are Team Navrithi. I'm Apurv with a background in aerospace engineering from Stanford.
I am Shrey and I am doing my mechanical engineering from Stanford University.
I'm Abhishek. I'm in civil engineering from Stanford University. And we have made a robot simulation platform for Autodesk Viewer, which we have converted into a wayfinding game. And we have also hosted our simulation platform and game on AWS. We have used Romeo Robot for our game. For those of you who are wondering what a URDF is and how a robot is defined in software simulations, shall we talk about URDF and robot manipulation?
Okay, so a URDF is just an acronym for Unified Robotics Description Format. So when we talk about URDF, we can it's made by ROS and it's highly maintained by the format that ROS has defined. And if we see the ROS wiki, we can easily look at how how a URDF can be defined. So we have to define the links, and each link has a coordinate system associated to it, and the center of mass of the link has to be defined, and the link follows a tree structure in which the links are connected using joints, and each of the joints have axis, and the joints can be either revolute, continuous, fixed, or also prismatic. So there is a bunch of ways in which we can define our robot by using this structure. So if we read through the ROS wiki, we can easily understand how one can define a URDF and follow the structure, and a robot can be manipulated. But apart from this, a URDF also has some special tags, and it's written in an XML format. And these tags can also have, for example, the joint limits, using which we can define how far the robot joints can move. And the links can also have certain mass and inertia tags, using which one can model the dynamics of the robot. And to make our platform, we have used a really cool library called URDF Loader, which is built for JavaScript. And they have also hosted an example on the GitHub server, using which we can visualize any robot we want. So they have hosted this hexapod robot here, and we can see how it animates on their system. So we have used this library as a wrapper for our project, and it just provides us the information about how the link structure is followed in a URDF, and we can easily set joint values and ping the link orientations and positions from the URDF loader. So to communicate the joint values to our server, we use a Redis server, which is also a really popular tool in robotics industry. And in a Redis server, we can just use keys, and the keys just have values corresponding to them. So we use the joint names for keys, and each of them have values, which are set by a Python script that simulates walking and other motions that we want our Romeo robot to do in the simulator. And this is just communicated to the JavaScript by using a simple GET request on our server. And for hosting our server, we have used AWS, and it's really powerful to use AWS for the backend, because we can do all sorts of manipulations. Like as I explained, we can use Python to control the simulations of the robot.
Now we will show the demo of our cool game. Yeah, so the gameplay is where you are robot Romeo. Your goal is to navigate a city and find a waypoint. In our case, a waypoint is a flag, which is somewhere in the map of the building. Uh, the the camera control of a robot is a third-person view camera, where the third-person view camera is fixed in a fixed orientation and position behind the robot. So as you can see, as the robot turns, the camera turns with it, maintaining its pose and orientation behind the torso at an angle. The controls of the game is a WASD format, where W is for moving the robot forward, A is to stop the robot, A is to go left, S is to stop the robot, and D is to move right. So as you can see, we are navigating across buildings. We are taking a right turn now, and we are trying to find the flag. The game would end once you find the flag and win the game by reaching its goal. We have also added the functionality to handle collisions between different objects in the 3D space. And that's all about our game. Enjoy this cool video of Romeo and see its functionality in real life. Thank you.
All right. So with that, thank you, Team Nariti. You also get an honorable mention. So we'll be reaching out to you guys for it. Okay. So that concludes our demo session today for the showcase of the hackathon. But Before we leave, I personally have a couple of thank yous that I want to give, starting with the judges. So thank you guys for the help during this time. Adam, I noticed that we both have black t-shirts, but that's a New York thing, I guess. Because we have black t-shirts yesterday and today again. So thank you again for all the help during this. Another big thank you to Lagarsoft, our certified partner, basically help us out during this weekend with some of the students that were hacking around. So thank you again. Pablo, if you can pass along the thank you to your team, we'll appreciate. We'll see each other in at AU. So thanks for all the
Will do. Thank you.
And then also thank you to my hackathon team. So thank you guys for all the help during this past couple of months. I know that with like artwork, communication, registration, and all that kind of stuff, definitely it takes some time on it. So I want to say thank you to every single one of you. And I'm looking forward to the opportunity to work together again in another event. I don't have a slide for thank my team, but don't worry, you're gonna get a personal thank you the time that I talk to you. So we had a couple of like DAS advocates that worked during the weekend, so I want to say thank you, especially to Michael Beal, Joel Martins, Peter Bros, Ananaji, Barun Patel, and Dipali. So thank you again for all the help during this weekend. And yeah, with that, one more announcement. If you want to continue with your development of the applications and you want to start learning a little bit more about the Autodesk platform services, we have an incoming online training, which is going to be dedicated to beginners. So it's going to be from November 18th to the 21st. Here's a QR code if in case you guys want to like quickly scan it and do registration. If not, I will be placing also the link in our Slack workspace. So don't worry about it. We're gonna get you there. And if you want to continue working on it and then just shape up more your skills with the use of the platform. So with that, again, thank you so much for attending this showcase. I did promise myself I wanted to keep it under an hour, and I see 57 minutes, actually 58. So thank you again, and I will catch you all next time. All right.
Thanks, everyone.
Thanks again and congrats again to all the winners. All right. Bye-bye.